Hi, welcome to Go with Yin Yoga, and welcome to a very hip-friendly or hip-strengthening Yin Yoga practice that will get you transitioning from the water element and then moving into the wood element. And today it's all about the earth, so it doesn't matter which hemisphere you're in. This is going to be a great grounding practice for you. I think it's something a lot of people need right now. I'm going to do this practice without props. If you'd like props, some blankets and some blocks might be a great idea to have. So gather up your props, set your intention, and meet me back on your bed or your mat. Today, we are honoring the earth element, and that is stomach and spleen. Earth is stable. It keeps us secure. At least for the moment it does. So we need that stability, that security, that grounding as we move from one season into another, from one element into another. The affirmation I am offering to you to use throughout this practice is I am in this moment. And as I said, this is a very grounding practice, and it is going to work on your hips and glutes, something I think most people like to do. Go ahead and take an easy seated position. Sitting up on a block is a great thing to do. I'm not doing that today. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Another deep breath in. Out through your mouth. And one last one, deep breath in. Out through your mouth. Check in with your body. Allow yourself to slow down. Allow yourself to be in this moment. And you might want to pop your eyes open if they're closed. I'm going to also suggest taking the heel of your hands to your cheekbones, right underneath your eyes, and then the fingers will come up to your forehead. It's a really calming gesture. So as you continue to breathe in and out through your nose, if that's comfortable, begin to go deeper and deeper inside. Notice the surface that you're sitting on. Do you need to make any little last adjustments to feel more secure, more safe, more grounded? Maybe rocking a little bit from sit bone to sit bone to finding a seat that is really balanced for you. And as you breathe in and out through your nose, feel your spine stretching up from that earth, from that ground, up towards the heavens, making space between each and every vertebrae. A couple last breaths here. And then slowly allow your hands to come down onto your knees. And go ahead and come towards the center of your mat. Take your right leg, bend that knee, and then bend the left knee. And try and get your knees as much on top of each other as you can. This is Shoelace Pose. Don't worry if it looks more like this. Don't worry if it looks a little bit like this. Although if that's the case, those rolled up blankets or a block might come in really handy. And you can also do a half shoelace. Okay. And you may want to have a straight spine. Allow the shoulders to relax. Soften your jaw. Allow the tongue to fall down into the bottom of your mouth. Maybe even allowing your mouth to open just a little bit. And you can continue to have a straight spine. Or you can begin to reach forward with your hands. Maybe rounding your back, maybe trying to keep that spine straight, hinging from the hips. Getting more and more of your body onto the ground, onto the earth, feeling more safe, more secure, and in this moment now. Maybe you notice that you're cranking your neck a little bit, that jaw is jutting out a bit. Go ahead and just tuck that jaw in a little bit, that chin, and allow the spine to be one straight line from your roots all the way up to the crown of your head. Last couple of breaths here. And then slowly, if you've stretched your arms out, walk your hands back towards your torso and take them slightly behind your hips. Unwind your legs and just pause. Just take a second here to pause. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. I am in this moment. And then go ahead and take your left leg, bend that knee, and then the right leg, right knee goes on top. And maybe you want to hold on to your ankles. Allow everything to relax again. Your forehead, your jaw, your shoulders. Now, for a lot of people, this might feel like a really intense hip stretch. And if you're not feeling pain, it may be perfectly fine. We usually want to go to our edge in Yin Yoga, but we don't want to go to 100% of our edge. Maybe 70%, maybe less, maybe more. Listen to your own body. If you feel pain, you've definitely gone past your edge. But I also want to say that you don't necessarily want to feel comfortable in Yin Yoga. It's not restorative yoga. Part of the idea of Yin Yoga is to stress our connective tissue to begin to strengthen it over time. And maybe you want to, again, reach your arms out. Bring the palms of your hands together. Notice how that feels in your body if you choose to do that. Maybe walk a little bit further forward. And then try to soften. Last couple of breaths here. And walk your hands back towards your feet and then back behind your hips. Take your legs out slightly wider than hip width and allow your knees to fall to one side and then to the other. This may feel really good right about now. And from there, I'm going to scooch back just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Begin to take your legs out to either side. Coming into Dragonfly Pose. Perfectly okay to have your knees bent a little bit or something rolled up underneath those knees. You can even roll your mat up a little bit and place it under the knees. I am in this moment. Tucking that chin a little bit again to have a nice straight spine. And if you'd like, maybe begin to walk those hands forward, palms come together. Totally optional. Listen to your body. And if Dragonfly feels really hard on your body, again, that may be a good thing. And you may want to sit up on something to have your hips a little higher. That may make it more accessible for you. Last couple of breaths here. And walk your hands back towards your torso. And then behind your hips, bring your feet together. And allow your heart to open up. Mini little back bend here. Make a 1-minute rebound. Noticing any sensations you feel in your body. And go ahead, if you're facing the long end of your mat, go ahead and turn so that your feet are facing the short end of your mat. Scooch down a little bit, come down onto your elbows, onto your back. Bring your feet a little closer to your hips. Inhale, lift those hips, bring them up and over towards the right side. Take your right knee over your left and allow it to fall over to the other side. And you can grab onto the top knee as I'm doing or not, it's up to you. You can really feel, this is twisted roots, and you can really feel that security as you allow the earth to hold you. Feeling grounded, feeling safe, feeling secure. You may want to turn your head away from your knees. You can also be looking straight up at the ceiling. And again, if those knees are high up, as mine are pretty high up really, you can take a prop and place it on your knees to allow your muscles to relax into twisted roots. And of course, you don't have to twist your roots. You can just have one leg on top of the other. Oh, sorry, buddy. You're okay, bud. Last couple of breaths here. And slowly allow your legs to unwind. Bring yourself back towards the center of your mat. Feet are on your mat and pause. Go ahead and inhale, bring your hips up and over towards the other side. This time your left leg comes on top of your right leg and you fall over towards the mat. I am in this moment now. Last couple of breaths here. And then go ahead and unwind your legs. One last time. Bring the soles of your feet to your mat. Take your feet out a little bit wider than hip width and allow your knees to come together. And just take a moment and notice any sensations you may feel in your body. And maybe check in with yourself. See if you feel any different emotionally than you did when you began this practice. I hope that you feel a bit less worried, a bit less anxious, and a whole lot more calm. And from here, allow one leg to straighten down towards the short end of your mat. And then the other one. Coming into our final pose, Savasana. Allowing this practice to permeate all the layers of your body, which yoga believes that there are actually 5. Something called the koshas. I have information about that will pop up about now, and a bunch of practices about the koshas as well. But for now, just let yourself be. There's nowhere to be, there's nothing to do, nothing to check off your to-do list. And if you choose, remain in Savasana, but we can return to that simple practice we did at the beginning of this practice, taking the heels of your hands on your cheekbones, allowing the fingers to come onto your forehead, thumbs onto your temples, and just breathe in and out through the nose. This is totally optional, it's up to you. And if you've chosen to cover your face, allow your hands to drop away from your face. And again, just notice how you feel. Notice your breath. Notice your thoughts. Notice your emotions. And invitation to stay here as long as you'd like. But if you do have to move into the rest of your day, allow your breath to deepen. Notice everywhere your body is touching the surface below you. Notice how that makes you feel. Begin to take small movements. Bring yourself back into this moment. Maybe moving your head, maybe the feet and the hands, maybe your face from side to side. When you're ready, go ahead and make your way slowly, easily into an easy seated position. And slowly blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have given gratitude to yourself for carving out this time just for you. I hope that you're feeling grounded, calmer, less anxiety, less worry. Those are the gifts of our earth element practices. If you enjoyed this practice, go ahead and click the like button to help other people find free Yin Yoga. And if you'd like to practice with me again, go ahead and hit subscribe. And I'm not quite sure what's coming at the end of this. I didn't think that far ahead. But something is probably popping up right now, and it could be a meditation. It could be a vlog, something that you might want to take a look at. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you can go into the rest of your day knowing that you can handle anything that's going to come your way today.